Okay, and then this is another map. So she's not only going to be talking about the history of Aztec culture that it will be colonized and destroyed by the Spanish Conquista, but she's going to be talking about early American or U.S. history, uh, namely in the 19th century when America will annex parts of the Mexican Empire or Mexican Republic. So in 1835, there is a revolution. It's called the Texas Revolution. This where settlers, American settlers living in Texas, which is then part of Mexico, are starting to push for independence and to be annexed by the United States. And so that's when you get the famous Battle of the Alamo. And then in 1846, 1848, there is a war that breaks out between Mexico and the United States. The United States wins, and it claims not only Texas, but also these other states, California, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, or the lands which comprise those. Okay. So originally, this is part of Mexico, right? Originally, it's part of the indigenous American culture, right? And then it becomes appropriated twice, first by the Spanish and then by the United States. So this is the history that we might know, right? Or we might be aware of, but Anzaldúa is going to give us another take on it. So this is just giving you some sort of cartography there. And then here, as we go into the text, what I've given you is background here that I've, just cut and pasted from Wikipedia. Just she doesn't explain all the references that she's making, so I've located some handy things here for you. So some material on the Aztecs, on Aztec history, and then here is her table of contents, so you can start to see the mixing of Spanish and English that we're going to get into. And then here I have a note on Aztec religion. Right? And so the deities, so she'll be referring to some aspects of Aztec religion. Before I go any further, there are notes at the end, footnotes, so which explain some of the more obscure references. And then in the second part of the book, it's all her poems, which she includes in the text, but at the end she has all these poems, which if we have time, we'll try to read a few of them. But they're there, and that's another way to sort of reference this whole Borderlands idea that she's doing. Instead of the essayistic or mixed form that we get, look at the poems.